Airtech Soldier here, and I am back to talk about Star Trek Lower Decks Season 1, Episode 8, and my thoughts on it. And I've got to say, fucking wasted time watching it. I'm sorry, but come on. The twist at the end? No. Okay, no. I mean, you fucking serious? You're trying to tell me this trial is not what we thought it was? I mean, fuck off. The fucking trial looks exactly like Undiscovered Country's Klingon trial. A guy is fucking bashing a mallet down and going order. I mean, what the fuck? So that's not a trial then, is it? Stop trying to fucking avert my expectations. It's fucking ridiculous now. Either make it a trial or make it what the fuck happened at the end. I mean, come on. God. And the thing that really pissed me off in this episode, they bring Q back and they treat him as a side character. Why didn't you just make this episode Q? You know, messing around with the Cerritos and Mariner. I mean, it would have been fucking a great episode to have Q doing that, like he did with the Enterprise, like he did with Voyager. I mean, that would have been actually a good episode if you had done that. But no, they just make him a side character and a joke. I mean, fuck off, Lower Decks. Just fuck right off. Man, I will give the episode one, praise. Mariner wasn't a cunt again. See, there's episodes in this series where Mariner is not a cunt. Too many episodes though she is, but I'll give that episode this. Mariner wasn't such a cunt, so I'll give them that. So let's get on with the review. So the episode starts off with them all in a prison cell, and then Boimler's freaking out. Mariner's saying we're in a Klingon facility or something, and then they get pretty much put on this platform and sent up to this court, which looks like a court. Remember that it looks exactly like a court, like the one in Undiscovered Country, and they're on a platform that's going up like Discovered Country. So they're pretty much trying to tell you this is a court. So they get up there, and then this guy called Klar starts fucking interrogating them and asking them about this map, and then about what they're doing in the neutral zone. Boimler and Mariner and the rest of them don't know what they're talking about because they're Lower Decks and they're not told that much. So Claude then asks Mariner to explain what happened. Mariner explains what happened at the beginning. So they were repairing a shuttle, and Rutherford had fixed the communications in the room, because then when they open the door, it turns out there was a red alert, and Rutherford fucked up and turned off their red alert system. So Mariner and Boimler have to run up the bridge, and Boimler's pretty much freaking out, saying, how are we going to explain this? How are we going to explain we're not our positions? Now, the problem I have with this bit is, if Mariner and Boimler were on the side of the bridge, I can understand the captain or the first officer not knowing where they're supposed to be. But Mariner's on phasers and Boimler's fucking driving the ship. How the fuck would they not know that they're not at their posts at that time? They're at the front of the fucking ship, at the bridge. So how the fuck can you sneak in, especially when a ship is at red alert? I mean, writers, come on. You could have said they were at the side of the bridge, not at the front, to make it make sense. So how Boimler and Mariner just sneaking at the front of the ship? One person is obviously going to know they were not at their posts. But this is the Cerritos, so the fucking crew is pretty much retarded. Fuck me. So the captain beams back with a map. She says she doesn't understand why this race is pissed off. She feels that she may have insulted them unnecessarily. They may not understand the human culture. The alien then gets put on screen. He then says, you insulted me. The captain tries to explain herself, like, I'm sorry if I've offended you. I did not mean to offend you. But the aliens have none of it. They then turn off transmission. The captain then asks Mariner what they should do. She doesn't know because she has not been at her post all day, and tries to say, listen, we'll listen to the captain. And then the captain asks Boimler for his idea of what they should do with this alien race. He then says they should use what's it called? Pattern Beta or something, Pattern Beta. And the captain says no, and then gets pissed at him for making such a stupid idea. He then says something else that makes the whole crew get mad at him. So yeah, I mean, why is the captain asking for Boimler's fucking idea? It's like, you're the captain of the ship. It's your job to do that. But it's just another scene to take the piss out of Boimler. That's all it was. But it did do one good thing in this episode with Boimler, and I'll get to that at the end. But at least they gave him a little bit of dignity at the end of this episode. I'll give them that as well. So the captain says to Mariner, let's send them a signal. Let's send them a message. And Mariner, like everybody, would think the same thing. Yes, send them a message is like fire something, fire a warning shot. How could the captain not? Why not just be clear and say, send them a message? Like, actually say, let's send these aliens a message to come and talk to us. Not say, send them a message. I mean, come on. But then Mariner fires a warning shot at them, and the whole crew's like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you talking about? It's like, yes, it is. I'll give Mariner this. That is right. If you're a captain on a ship and you say, send them a message. Okay, I'm maybe going a bit over the top about that. That may have been a stupid thing to do. I will give the episode that. Maybe it doesn't always mean that, but come on. You're in a battle situation. Be a bit more clearer, Captain. And Mariner, maybe actually double check that you can fire the phasers. Anyway, then the story ends because Claudine says, what are you talking about? That's not what I was on about. I want to know about the map. I want to know about the neutral zone. Mariner says, I don't know but she can't explain the real reason why. She doesn't understand. So he then brings her up and says, I'm going to put you in a vat of eels if you don't tell me the truth. And Mariner doesn't know what the fuck the truth is, because again, they're not telling them the truth. Because, I don't know why. Anyway, she nearly throws Mariner in the water. Boimler then speaks up and says, you can't do that. We don't know what's happened. You need to be more clearer with the questions. So Claudine asks Rutherford what he remembers about the mission at Stardate 771. And then Rutherford's like, well, I don't think I can tell you that. I'm not sure what happened. He tries to make all these excuses up. Then Claudine says, do it, or I'm going to put Mariner in the fucking pit. Not pit. In the vat with the eels. So we get Rutherford's memory of what happened. Apparently the Bajoran security officer and the head of engineering come to him and tell him he has to reset. And Rutherford doesn't want to do that because apparently it's better if he does it if he's asleep. But he agrees anyway. He turns it on, and then he pretty much blacks out and he wakes up on a shuttle where the Bajoran is telling him to get ready to jump onto Vulcan because they're about to steal something. Rutherford doesn't understand what the hell's going on. Apparently he was able to Vulcan nerve pinch two Vulcans who are apparently both called Spock. Is that supposed to be a joke or something? It's not really funny to say all Vulcans are called Spock. That's pretty fucking stupid. But yeah, then they jump out of the shuttle. Rutherford blacks out again. He wakes up in a museum where the Bajoran's trying to steal a Romulan warbird. No, a Romulan bird of prey, and the Bajoran says distract the guard with a fan dance. I mean, and then the security guy says, why are you distracting me? Stop distracting me. I mean, what? I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's fucking annoying. It's like, just get on with it. Please, just get on with it. Why are you stealing? Why are you stealing a ship from the Vulcans if you're Starfleet? Why don't you just ask them to borrow it? But Rutherford blacks out again. He then wakes up on a planet where there's a wedding going on. Oh no, he wakes up first on the Romulan bird of prey when it's cloaked, then decloaks, then cloaks again, and then the head of engineering, he's blacking out because his oxygen's fucked up. Rutherford grabs him, runs to the shuttle where the Bajoran guy is, and throws him on the shuttle, and then blacks out on the control unit and ends up warping to God knows where. He wakes up on a planet where there's a Gorn wedding going on. The Gorns attack him. He blacks out again, thinking it's going to be over. No, it's a Gorn wedding, and they're ripping him apart. And then Rutherford wakes up, and he's back in a trial where Claw is pretty much saying, "What the fuck are you talking about a Gorn wedding for? I'm trying to find out about a map." And Tilly at the back, who is acting like she doesn't know anything, but she's also acting like she does know it, and she's very nervous for some reason. So Claw says to Tendi, explain what happened, and then what the fuck? Tendi then talks about her part of the story, which she says she has to black out certain parts. So we get this ridiculous fucking like black square over everybody's eyes except the commander. Apparently, I think this is supposed to be Section 31. I don't know. Apparently, because they're supposed to have their badges again. Because remember, in Discovery, that's a thing now. But I didn't have their badges on them. But they're wearing black, so obviously Section 31. They're talking about a mission, but every like so often there's a beep for fucking, words that keep getting said, like beep beep. I mean, it was fucking annoying. Tendi apparently was invited on this very secret mission for no reason. There was no reason given why Tendi was on this mission, other than she was just in the right place at the right time, which was she was cleaning the conference room, which was apparently a great thing for her to be very happy to do. Then she gets put on this mission. They're on the Romulan bird of prey that they've nicked from the Vulcans. And then there's this stupid scene when they're cloaked and there's two Romulan warbirds, and the guy keeps saying they're scanning again, and he says like, so the joke goes on for way too long. Okay, maybe 2 times him saying that may have been a bit funny. I mean, it wasn't really funny to me. But he said like 5 times, scan again. It's like, dude, stop fucking saying that. It's not funny anymore. Jeez, I don't know. It was a dumb scene. The Romulan bird of prey gets past the 2 warbirds. They get to this planet. They beam down. The commander tells Tendi to get ready for her job, and she says, "I don't know what my job is," but they beam down anyway. They then secretly walk past most of the Romulan security. One of the Romulans brings up the Remans. Just remember, do you remember the Remans from the Star Trek film? More member-berry bullshit. They knock out those 2 Romulans, and they then head to this room. They open the door, they grab this box, and they run through all the security. The commander tells Tendi now's your part, and then Tendi goes fucking apeshit on the Romulan fucking guards and ends up kicking the shit out of all of them. And then the commander then says, "What's she doing? She's supposed to beam us out of here." It's like, how the fuck is Tendi doing this then? How the fuck is she kicking the shit out of a bunch of Romulans? What the fuck is going on? Then we go back to the trial where Claw then doesn't believe any of them, so he grabs all three of the group, and then he throws them all into the vat of oh fucking hell, eels. Sorry, it's been a long day. Eels And then Boimler then speaks up finally, and actually in this scene starts making a lot of sense. Like, this is not our fault. We didn't know all the information. We screwed up. He then talks about some member berries from Kirk and Picard. He then starts sticking up for Starfleet, saying, "Listen, we go out there. We act stupid, but we go out there because we want to explore. That's what Starfleet is. We're not perfect. We're not perfect people. We're flawed people." And then I think this is when the Q parts came up. Like, Q then pops up from somewhere, and they start remembering shit about what Q's putting them through. There's apparently this chess card game with football. I don't know. The Q parts are very stupid. They really shouldn't have done this with Q. I'm being serious now. It was fucking retarded what they did. Ugh, fucking hell. Again, if you're going to have Q in an episode, make the episode about Q. Jesus. Anyway, Boimler then sticks up for his crew and then says, "And this trial doesn't mean a damn thing." And then Claw says, "What do you mean trial?" And it's like, "What do you mean not trial?" And he says, "This is not a trial." And then he turns the lights on, and it turns out this is a party for Claw, because he was in the box that the commander took from the Romulans, and that they rescued him from the Romulans. And this is a party for him, so he can celebrate his return to his people. And I'm just saying, why is this party so fucking dark then? Why is it when you turn the lights on, it's a massive party atmosphere? I mean, it's just stupid. And then you get the fucking command staff saying, "We're so happy that you decided to make us a part of your party." They never spoke up once in the fucking trial bit of this episode, but now they're speaking all of a sudden. I mean, I don't fucking get it. And then Claw gets pissed off because apparently the Lower Decks crew have ruined his party, and Boimler's fucking mad. Like, "What do you mean this is not a party? This is a fucking trial." Marin even comes in and says, this was treated like a fucking trial. You putting us in a vat of eels, you prick." He's like, "Yeah, if this is a party, why are you interrogating them? And why are you threatening to put them in a vat of acid? I mean, a vat of eels? I mean, for God's sake. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? That is not..." And then you get a fucking commander that says, "We respect everybody's culture." It's like, Jesus, dude, then tell the Lower Decks crew that. Then tell them what's going on. God fucking damn it. Then they get back to the fucking ship after, Claw moans and complains about them ruining his party. The captain then says, "Maybe we should tell the crew everything that's going on so we don't ever have a situation like that again." Yeah, that might make sense, Captain. That really might make sense. And then Q comes back and wants to play a game with them, and then Mariner says, "Listen, we ain't got time for your shit. Just go away." And then Q's like, "Listen, I don't want to hang around with Picard because he just makes wine nowadays." And that's the end of the episode. I'm sorry, but this bullshit with reverting my expectations is it's a trope now. Just fuck off. Okay? If you're going to have a trial episode, can we just have a trial episode? I mean, is it so fucking difficult? This episode was not the worst episode, but it was one of the dumbest. And I'm just fucking done. God. Again, you'd have the actor who plays Q doing the voiceover. Why not just do an episode with just Q? It would have been a fucking great episode. So why not use him? You fucking idiots. God's sake. But that's the end of my review. Fucking hell, how Lower Decks can make such a stupid mistake by not using Q to his fullest potential is just stupid. But that's the end of it. If you like my video, give it a like. If you dislike my video, give it a dislike. And if you like this episode, comment below and tell me why. And if you like my content, do think about subscribing. hail Phantom Menace, long live CG, and fuck SJWs. Bye.